Alrighty. So I was getting ready to take my clothes off, and I'm like, I'm gonna just get this done right from work. Yesterday, I didn't make it, y'all. I was so tired. I laid on the couch. I had a bad day yesterday. I had a rough day. It was rough. And I was just not feeling up to it. And I laid on the bed for a while. And then I laid on the couch. I didn't even want to eat anything. I just, it was rough. I had a bad day. I didn't eat till like almost 11 o'clock at night. Then I was like, I'm going to do this bike since I'm eating so late. And didn't even get on the bike. So, yep, wasn't done yesterday. And I felt some type of way. And I said I'm going to get up and do it right when I get home today. So, I'm still in my work clothes. I ain't even take my work clothes off or nothing. But I'm jumping back onto it. I ain't going to beat myself up about it. I ain't going to be down and depressed about it. I'm just going to get back up and get back on it again. You know, it's not what happens to you, but it's how you move on from what happened. So my knees is really hurting today, and I feel like somebody was messing on my bike, and I think my daughter was, and she ain't telling me. But my bike was all close to the wall. I felt like tight up in here, and my seat was down lower, so now it feels like my knees are hurting a little bit more riding it today, and the bend is not the same. So I think one of my kids was on my bike, and I think it was my daughter, and she's just not saying anything. But anyway, I got it adjusted again, and we're going to get it moving. 20 minutes, here we go. This is day 3, I believe, of 20 minutes a day for me. It started raining outside. Jury day. And my husband is like, he's tired. I'm tired. Because I went to sleep late last night. And so we gonna lay down in the bed, well, chill in the bed and watch a movie tonight. Something that I hardly ever do. I hardly just sit and watch a movie. But we doing that tonight. So I'm just going to get these 20 minutes in now. See if I can catch a little bit of news.
All right, still ahead of our news of Brazen Heights caught on camera. The thieves getting away with millions of dollars in jewelry.
Pizza Hut is about to hook you up with more of what you love. Because when you order any pizza, we'll hook you up with a free pizza later. That's a pizza now and a free pizza later. Get even more without.
No, take it out when it's done.
Now, only on the Pizza Hut app. Now, Pizza Hut.
Down 5 minutes, 15 more to go.
I don't think they'll do that.
Of course they take Discover. It's exactly 99% of places.
99%? I didn't know that.
It's stuck in the past, baby.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants?
Oh, fashion is cyclical. They'll be back. Right? Hopefully.
Discovery is accepted in 99% of places nationwide. Earn cash back at all.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because a city hotel is right for some, but not quite right for others. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Asthma. Isn't having missing out on what you love like who you love? Get back to better breathing with Fasenra, an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma taken once every 8 weeks. Fasenra is not for sudden
I take the
breathing problems.
steps at work every day.
Get help for swelling of your face,
Even when I don't feel like it,
or trouble breathing. Don't
I take
start
the
your asthma
steps.
treatments without
So
talking
just
with your
little small
doctor. Check
changes.
out if your asthma
And my boss
worsens
asked me
or
today,
infection.
was I losing weight? And I'm like, no. But you know, that's always good to hear. And I'm like, no, but thank you. She's like, you look like you losing weight. I can't tell, but you know they say other people can see it before you can.
The store's safe, emptied in what appears
I haven't
to be
changed
portions
anything
of
except for
one
riding this bike.
As ABC News' Andrew Fujii reports, the stunned owner is now working to pick up the pieces.
Caught on camera, a brazen jewelry heist in Southern California.
Everything, bro!
$2 million in jewels stolen at this family-owned store in Simi Valley.
This is a life-altering tragedy for us.
The thieves cutting a hole in the roof of the neighboring candy shop. One of the burglars then seen here sliding on the ground before covering the security cameras with spray paint. Then spending hours cutting through the wall and right into the jewelry store's 5,000-pound safe.
They cut through 8 inches of safe wall and concrete into that safe.
Inside, gold, cash, and heirloom jewels being repaired.
I can't fully give them back their grandma's diamonds or their grandpa's watch or anything. So that's the biggest loss for me.
Just last month, a similar burglary in Los Angeles. Thieves cutting through a neighboring building to get into a jewelry store, stealing nearly $20 million in goods. No word yet if the cases are related, but industry experts say the rising price of gold is motivating more professional, tech-savvy criminals. Crimes against jewelers fell last year, but the losses were actually higher, up 7% to more than $142 million. Some of those losses on display
Wow.
here. Suspects holding stacks of cash after targeting a jewelry store near New York City.
As business owners, we worry, who's next? Who's going to be the next person they're
Wow.
trying to break into?
No arrests yet in those California burglaries. The owners of the store of the latest burglaries say they couldn't insure everything that was in the safe, so it's a total loss. Andrea Fujii, ABC News.
Wow.
Our story.
And that is a wrap of Eyewitness News for today.
Let's go to Stephen Moore now to look at what's happening now at 5.
Right now at 5, family members, activists, and prominent attorneys marching in Wake County.
This is a read.
Accountability in the death of Tyrone Banks. No say, no move! Turning their attention today to the Wake County District Attorney and her handling of the investigation into the state troopers connected to the deadly October crash in Raleigh.
I'm sitting down with the district attorney to get her side of the story as the backlash continues.
We're rounding out the work week with back-to-back first alert days. We're tracking a couple of systems that can bring some strong thunderstorms and the risk for damaging wind, hail, and even an isolated tornado.
And a booming population in the capital city means new and unique challenges for leaders in both Wake County and Raleigh.
How they're hoping to address the growing need of the community through new and existing projects.
And we're shining a spotlight on young talent here in central North Carolina, vying for a chance to perform in New York City. We're taking you behind the scenes of this year's Depop Rising Star Awards before the show kicks off later tonight. Eyewitness News at 5 begins right now.
Pizza Hut is about to hook you up with more of what you love. Because when you order any pizza, we'll hook you up with a
Okay, babe, you can make your food. You can make your plate. I'll make mine and Dad when I'm done with this.
order now. Only on the Pizza Hut.
Now G gotta make more. Halfway there. 10 down, 10 to go. I don't know if y'all can see my sweat on my face. But I'm definitely getting to work out here. See how I'm just shining this up.
I don't think that's a
10 down, 10 to go.
99% of places.
99%?
Halfway there.
Stuck in the past, baby.
Then again, I'm not talking too much today. I'm still not in the best of moods, but
They'll be back.
I'm doing it. I made it today on this bike. So, let's get it.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide. Earn cash back at all.
Greg takes Prevagen for his brain, and this is his story. Hi, I'm Greg. I live in Bloomington, Illinois.
9 more minutes.
I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I wanted to help you just like it has helped me. I've been taking Prevagen for 8 years now, and it's still helping me tremendously. Prevagen, for your brain.
Now, live coverage from your local news leader, uncovering news stories you'll only see here, and your first alert forecast. Here's what's happening where you live. This is ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
And first at 5, Eyewitness News is out on the road right now. We are on standby, keeping our eye on the sky, because we are expecting some and we are tracking potential impact on the drive home on the screen there.
All right, quiet.
Westbound road, and on the left side of your screen, we're tooling around the checking things out. We're trying to figure out right now across the area. We've got
You gotta bring it. I can't see.
triangle and some thunderstorms cropping up the sandhills right now. We're glad you're joining us here for the News at 5. I'm Steve Davis.
And I'm Lauren Johnson. This is the first of 2 first alert days.
Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Damaging weather conditions tonight. We have a level 1 risk to see damaging winds and hail.
You can stick it up on the counter by the steaks. I'll get it. Thank you.
Meteorologist Steve Stewart is in for Don, tracking us all on the radar for us in real time. Hi, Steve.
Yeah, hey guys, you're right. Yeah, a lot of activity going on right now down in South Carolina. That's lifting up in our direction. We have some showers around now.
About to marinate my steaks when I'm done with this. Or to marinate my steaks for tomorrow.
Did have some wind with it. There's also a little time
Get them in the refrigerator.
in Mercer County there, bringing some frequent lightning and some heavier downpours. These are some heavy downpours that are happening right now, moving up Interstate 95 between Fayetteville heading up towards Selma. But you notice more action to the south, and that is lifting northward.
Thank you.
And you can see that with predictor. That activity lifts north. We'll get some storms. Some of them could be strong as we go through the evening, and locally heavy downpours and frequent lightning. And then once we get to the late evening hours, things will calm down as far as the severe risk. We'll still get some storms around. We'll focus our attention on a lot of days of rain so far, and you bet we have a surplus, and we'll add to that another 1 inch plus of rain is possible in many areas. Ominous looking cloud there in North Hills, 82 degrees. That's 8 degrees warmer than this time yesterday, and the dew point's almost 70, and you can feel it as you step outside. It's a little bit sticky, with temperatures in the lower 80s. Fayetteville at 81 right now. You cool that a little bit. Those 2 points are high in the low 70s, mid-70s, and Clinton very summer-like. And this is fuel for these thunderstorms that can grow again with the instability with the 80s and dew points in the 70s. So for the Bulls, there could be a delay. Don't be surprised if you're heading out to the game. Mark in the park. So some of those pups might be a little nervous with the thunder nearby. Once this moves out, our focus to tomorrow. It's a higher severe threat. More on that coming up in about 15 minutes, Lauren.
All right, Steve, thank you. Remember, you can stay weather aware by downloading the free ABC 11 mobile app. It's a great way to get watches and warnings sent directly to your device. And you can also check the .net and the 7-day forecast at any time. Right now, I've got friends, family, and lawyers gathered in Raleigh to call for justice. It's been a year since 31-year-old Tyler Mason died in a single car crash.
This rally comes days after police dash cam and body cam video was released showing a state trooper being coached to lie about what happened seconds before he pulled up to that deadly crash involving Tyler Mason on Capitol Boulevard in Raleigh. Eyewitness News was there today as the group gathered outside the Wake County Courthouse right across the street from our downtown Raleigh newsroom. They're now calling for more to be done and for the 2 troopers at the center of that investigation to be removed from the job. Lane Athens is live now in Raleigh. And the DA is standing by.
15 minutes down. 5 to go.
I did indeed, and also the attorneys for representing Tyler Mason's family call how the whole quote, a cesspool of of corruption. So those voters are continuing to call the firings of the troopers, and they also want the district attorney to reconsider filing charges.
Tate does not lie, and that he is a liar.
Tyrone Mason's family and their attorneys say they believe the two Highway Patrol troopers involved in this investigation don't deserve to wear a badge or collect taxpayer money. This body cam video is from October of 2024. It shows Trooper Garrett Vicario first trying to pull over Mason with his blue lights on. He followed him briefly and then stopped right before Mason's car crashes. His supervisor, Sergeant Matthew Morrison, allegedly instructed Garrett to lie to Raleigh police about what led up to the deadly crash.
I mean, it's rare that you get to witness a conspiracy.
You're involved in a whole crime, sir. You literally raised my baby down.
The troopers involved have been on administrative leave since January. With Highway Patrol launching an internal investigation, the agency would not comment today on where that review stands.
The conduct of these officers is despicable.
Wake County District Attorney Lauren Freeman says the troopers' actions that day do not reflect what every citizen should expect of law enforcement, but she is standing by a decision not to file charges against them. Freeman says there is not enough evidence to support a conviction, and she is encouraging the family to read her report on the case.
One of the things that was disappointing to me today is that I have told those attorneys for Mrs. Mason that they can have access to that report, go to the FBI, review it in detail. They've not done that yet. Instead, they're continuing to kind of
I got 3 more minutes.
push this
Gotta hold it
about
for
what
3
happened.
minutes.
So we also learned that lawyers plan on adding the Raleigh Police Department to a lawsuit that was filed last week. The Raleigh Police Department has said of this incident, in part, we are reviewing our crash investigation procedures, specifically how we interact with families of the victims. We're live in Raleigh tonight. Glenn Athens, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
I might hold out a little bit.
They're also calling on the state attorney general.
Not on my napkin.
What happened, so we'll wait to get a response from the AG's office on that.
Elena, thank you. Now to the new details. We're learning about a murder suspect who was shot and killed during a struggle inside Durham Police headquarters this happened last month.
We learned today Joshua Farmer was charged with murdering a 17-year-old and shooting another man in the McDougal Terrace community 5 days before he lunged at an officer in a police interrogation room. Michaela Davis following the story for us tonight. She is at police headquarters in Durham. You spoke with the victim's family, that 17-year-old. What are they telling you?
Yeah, so tonight I spoke with the 17-year-old victim's grandmother. She told me there is no solution to gun violence in McDougal Terrace, and you kind of get the sense of there's feelings of hopelessness in that community. And I can tell you tonight we are learning new information about that case. The 19-year-old suspect, Joshua Walker, who was killed 2 weeks ago in police custody, was being charged in connection to the May 9th fatal shooting that killed that 17-year-old. Police say Farmer was killed during a struggle with officers. He lunged forward and grabbed one of the officers' guns. So it's still not clear if he fired the deadly shot accidentally or on purpose. We also know another 17-year-old is in custody, also in connection to that May 9th shooting. So the FBI continues their investigation. On another note, we're learning that next Tuesday, Mayor Williams is slated to release funding for the Bull City Future Fund. That's going to be 15 organizations, youth organizations that are working to combat crime here in Durham. Live in Durham, Akila Davis, ABC 11, Eyewitness News.
There really is a community-wide
1 more minute.
solutions, and we'll look forward to hearing more about that in the days ahead. Keep it nice.
Now to some other local headlines in your state view tonight. First, we learned at least one person was shot in Durham last night. Our breaking news crew was on the scene there on Ellis Road near Bethesda Park. It happened around 9 o'clock. Investigators say the person was taken to the hospital. We're still working to learn more about their condition. No word yet on these suspects at this time. New York 5 o'clock, Raleigh pastor is pled guilty in connection with a scheme to fraudulently obtain COVID-19 loan funds. This is video of a COVID-19 testing line at the Word of God Fellowship Church in Raleigh, where Mitchell Summerfield was a pastor. According to court documents, between July 2020 and July of the next year, Summerfield conspired to submit fraudulent applications for PPP loans and economic injury disaster loans to the church. In total, he received more than $400,000, which he used to pay for personal expenses. He faces a maximum sentence of 30 years in prison, a $1 million fine, and 5 years of supervised release. And Governor Josh Stein is warning tax cuts included in the current state budget proposal could lead to
So y'all, I did it again. I did it again. Yes, I'm so excited. Because yesterday was rough. And today, I just got on it, got back into it. And was like, yesterday's gone, today's a new day, you gonna get it done. And I got it done. So, I believe this is my day 3 of 20 minutes a day. And it is in the bag.
The officials gathered outlining their goals for our community in the years ahead. Michael Pritchard joins us now live outside our downtown